Okay, and I will record outros for these. They're not just gonna end when we stop talking.
Right.
I'll actually put in like an outro. Okay, that was 8. We're on to 9.
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to do the intro for this one?
No, you can.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the Friends of Rewatch podcast. My name is Jared. That's my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, I'm April.
There you go. We're doing our Friends Rewatch podcast. If you haven't been following along, this is your first episode. I'm not sure how, but welcome anyway. These are I'm going to put them in a playlist, and you can just binge all of them up to this point now. So basically, in case you haven't caught up, my mom has never watched Friends all the way through, so we're watching all the way through. And for me, it's a rewatch. For her, it's a watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I figure just calling it a rewatch podcast would be easier. But we are going to get into episode 9. Rachel asked her boss for $100 advance to go spend Thanksgiving with her family. Her boss says no because she's a bad waitress.
Yeah.
Monica tells Ross that their parents are going to Puerto Rico for Thanksgiving because another family asked them to go. And he says no. You're wrong. No, they didn't. They would tell me.
Right.
Turns out they are going there. He's very upset about it. So Monica tells him that she'll make she'll make dinner just like their mom with the lumps of the potatoes, which I don't think there's
so gross.
Obviously not mixing them very well. Everyone's busy, supposedly, except for Phoebe.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. So she says that she'll come too. Roz has to go to Carol's house for a skull she borrowed for one of her classes because she's a teacher.
Yes.
It turns out Susan is talking to the baby and Susan, and Ross doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that one. He tells his friends he should get some belly time, which is a wild thing to say. Phoebe says, as an experiment, Ross should put his head inside the turkey, and then they'll all talk and they'll hear everything. Monica obviously shuts this down and says no.
Yeah.
Rachel gets her money from her friends pitching in, and Chandler explains why he doesn't like Thanksgiving. His parents got a divorce right after, all the dinner was done.
Yeah.
He's enjoying pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Joey talks to a woman, but she dips after she sees a poster with Joey on it that says, "You never know who has VD."
That was so hilarious. That was like my favorite part of the whole thing. It was so funny.
This affects Joey again as his whole family thinks he has VD.
Yeah.
Everyone wants Thanksgiving in their own way. Tater tots, lumpy mashed potatoes, and potatoes with onion and cheese and whatever else in it. During the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Underdog gets loose. The balloon of Underdog gets loose. And they rush out to see it, and they all get locked out. Obviously, dinner's burned.
Yeah.
Rachel can't go to wherever she was going to with her family, and everyone's just kind of yelling and carrying on. And Chandler points out that this is like his Thanksgiving as a kid. Chandler loves this Thanksgiving and is thankful they had nowhere else to go and that all of Thanksgiving sucked.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the episode?
I thought this one was pretty funny. The Joey poster was hilarious. That was like my favorite part when they show it. I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then of course, the Thanksgiving dinner, and then it burns or whatever, and of course it can't go right.
Right.
But Ross talking to the baby was so funny because of the stuff that he was saying, and it's like,
talking about how to pick his major on a bed in paleontology,
like going through this whole thing. It was just funny.
And then he was singing to it, and then the baby kicked. Which is interesting.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, "Oh my gosh!" Of course,
I didn't have a funny joke because I think the funniest joke was just the VD.
Yes,
I think that was the funniest part.
Yeah, I agree. That was pretty funny.
Okay. This one was directed by James Burrows, written by Jeff Greenstein and Jeff Strauss. Premiered November 17th, so not exactly in time for Thanksgiving, but like a week before.
Right, because they don't usually play those on the week of.
23.1 million viewers.
Oh boy.
Not bad.
Yeah.